Right, it almost feels like every year Paul Modjadji from Dare to Dream comes to Morning Live with a new accomplishment.
One of the things that we are really excited as the Dare to Dream is our musical, The Dare to Dream. Rorisang and Julie. So the Dare to Dream Foundation is hosting the Rorisang and Julie musical. And it's a project, a very special project of ours because
it's a project that doubles as a production and as well as a leadership program where people come and audition and then they're tested on grounds of singing, dancing and acting.
This project is something that's very close to his heart, and he's always talking about a dare to dream. Imagine if we dared people to really believe in themselves and to dream, because kids don't dream anymore like they used to. And finally, he invites me over to come and see a production that's been for 2 years now.
Nothing like this has ever been done before in Amanskar. So
as the youth, we go through challenges like drugs, sex, abuse, and sometimes you have to hide because you don't actually want the world to know about that. But when you're actually in the arts, it's a way of expressing yourself and relieving the pain that's within.
Because as he's a dancer, right? But then he also shows us that you can't just be a dancer, you really need to be an all-rounder. So he encourages us not to just focus on our strong points, but as well as push ourselves outside of what we're comfortable with.
You promised you'd be there whenever I needed you, whenever I called your name, you're not anywhere.
And what makes this project so special is because we're working with youth who have never ever had any experience in their lives. But I'm telling you, a month with them, you will not believe.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So long, I gotta let you go, but I know that love.
He's and won endless awards. And you wouldn't dream that he had. He's just so humble. And going hand in hand with that humility is the fact that he gives back.
Paul is sharing with other youngsters as well, and Paul is assisting, to groom other youngsters like himself. So I'm seeing Paul as this ambassador of the country, of the world, that is making South Africa very, very proud.
I'm very grateful to have him as my director because he's a very special person.
When I do something, I put my entire life on it.
Paul Modjadji akafani na labanye bantu labasha. As a writer, performer, entrepreneur and philanthropist, this young man is a cut above the rest. This award-winning entertainer and social activist is also the driving force behind the Dare to Dream movement. Through his dancing, Paul has made a mark for himself not only in South Africa but across the world. So much so that in 2013 he was named the brand ambassador for the city of Tshwane. I'm so glad that this busy young man made time to honor my invitation for coffee.
Well, he told me about this foundation that he has, the Dare to Dream Foundation, which is awesome. They're a bunch of brilliant kids. Hey, I love them to bits. They're full of energy. They want to become something, which is very important. They're really daring to go get there.
We've had a couple of people like the City of Tshwane that's showing support. We've had TUT that's also showing a lot of love of the play, the famous Shakespearean play, Romeo and Juliet. We've given it a bit of a twist. We have give it a bit of a hip and hop factor, and we're hoping to really speak about a lot of social ills that affect the community in South Africa to a large extent through this very hip and hop production.